Hey everybody, if you're looking for some Frostgrave scenarios that can mess with spellcasting and maybe give soldiers a leg up against their magic-wielding adversaries, or if you're curious about adding captains to your warband, you should check out the Sellsword mini expansion for this miniatures skirmishing game in the Frozen City. I'm Alan with Bricks and Blocks Gaming. Let's get to the bricks and blocks of what this short supplement for Frostgrave is all about. Sellsword was written by Frostgrave author Joseph A. McCullough and published by Osprey Games. It was originally released as a digital-only expansion in 2016 and was re-released in 2017 as part of the Frostgrave Folio supplement, which contains a collection of a few small expansions. The Sellsword supplement is most well known for containing rules about the specialist captain soldiers, which I'll discuss after I talk about the scenarios contained within the pages. The three new scenarios in this expansion all share the theme of limiting spellcasting in some way, but are otherwise unconnected from each other and are really designed to be thrown into any campaign the players might be playing. The first scenario is called The Stars Are Wrong. The only special setup for this one is the need to have 6 pillars or other markers that are placed around the edges of the board. Otherwise, it's set up just like a normal battle. During the battle, bolts of magic will be firing from random pillars to other pillars, creating something akin to a minefield across the battlefield. And to mess with spellcasters, at the start of the game, each player chooses a magic school, and no wizard or apprentice can cast any spells of that school for the entire game. The next scenario is called With Magnetic Force, and takes place in a metal-floored factory that has a malfunctioning magnetic transportation system. During the game, the floor will randomly activate or deactivate, which can end up moving unclaimed treasure tokens, slow down figures that are wearing heavy armor, negatively affect normal and magical shooting attacks, and potentially cause damage to any wizard or apprentice that attempts to cast a spell. The final scenario is the Pits of Null, and this takes place in the ruins of a large house and calls for 5 null pits or wells that prevents anyone that's touching them from using magic, being affected by magic, and cancels any ongoing magic spells on those figures. This battle uses a new monster called Null Men, a magical humanoid that can't be affected by magic. And at the end of the scenario, wizards have an opportunity to find a Book of Null, which can potentially boost experience gains going forward in the campaign. And this is the only new magic item in the supplement. To see my take on this scenario, you can click here to watch my battle report where I played through this scenario. The only other thing found in this mini expansion is rules for creating and hiring a captain. These soldiers are unique because you can customize their stats a little, choose their equipment, and give them tricks of the trade, which are special abilities to aid in combat, movement, and other things on the battlefield. And they gain experience points and level up separately from the spellcasters to allow them to learn more of these tricks or further increase some of their stats. They can also group activate to allow them to charge into combat simultaneously with a teammate to give extra support bonuses. And unlike all the other soldiers in the game, captains can carry multiple magical weapons or items. They do have some drawbacks though. They keep a percentage of your warband's gold crowns. Any magic items you give them are permanently theirs. You can't take them off to give to somebody else or sell. And if you're using the 2nd edition rules, they of course fill one of the 4 specialist soldier slots. And also with 2nd edition, there's changes to how their starting equipment works. Because of the drawbacks, there's a lot of discussion and debate about whether captains are worth hiring or not. And that's why I'll have a separate video going very in depth about these soldiers and some ideas for creating one that'll be linked right here when it's available. If the Sellsword scenarios or captains seem intriguing, I'd recommend picking up the Frostgrave Folio so you can have access to this mini expansion. I'm Alan with Bricks and Blocks Gaming. Thanks for watching and play well.